welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be a bit of a longer one since, well, there's 84 ghost types. I forgot that there was that much ghost. I thought there was only like 50 or 60, and I was like, oh yeah, I can easily do this within like 20 minutes. This video is probably gonna be like 30 to maybe even 40 minutes. So, yeah, let's get into the ranking. Coming in last place is the fucking cheese stick. Because, well, it's like, why? This Pokemon's ass. Seriously, whoever fucking designed this Pokemon was definitely smoking weed. There's no way you're convincing me someone that was not high made this Pokemon. Just look at it. It's a fucking cheese stick that's apparently a ghost type. Does this shit look like a ghost type? Does this shit look like a spooky ghost? Like, ah, spooky. Ooh, ooga booga. No, it fucking doesn't. It's an ass Pokemon. One of the worst Pokemon in general. So this is why it's easily the worst ghost type Pokemon. Going next is the fucking fat versions of Frillish. I don't know what their names are. I really don't. The fat version of Frillish is just, it's like, why are they ghost types? Like, Charizard's not a dragon type apparently, but these two are somehow ghost types. Like the male and female version. They're basically the same fucking thing. Both of these are just forgettable and just not good Pokemon. I'm not talking about like combat-wise or game-wise, because I know a lot of people play the games, and maybe these are pretty good in games. I don't know. A lot of the Pokemon games are kind of boring to me, so that's why I don't usually play them. But these Pokemon in general are just badly designed, and they're just not cool to me. I don't know. That's really all I have to say for those. Coming in next is the fucking treasure chest. I'm pretty sure this is pre-evolution of the gold stick, the cheese stick. It is slightly better than the other three, but it's still not a good Pokemon. I know what they were trying to do with the whole crypto thing. Still doesn't make sense. I still don't like it. I still think it's an ugly and abysmal looking Pokemon. It works a little bit better as a ghost type than good old fucking cheese stick again, because it's just a cheese stick. Coming in next place is gonna be Rotom. It's a fucking, I don't even know what it is. I don't even really like Rotom that much. So, I don't really have anything to say with Rotom. I just don't like it. Don't like it as a ghost type, don't really like it as a Pokemon. Shed Ninja, I think that's what it's called. Who the fuck likes this Pokemon? This Pokemon is literally just a whole bag of nothing. Like, it's literally just nothing. It barely even counts as a Pokemon. Like, I'm surprised that thing is fucking living. That thing looks like it's fucking dead. Okay, it looks like a dead fucking cockroach. Or some shit like that. That shit does not look alive, is all I'm trying to say. So that's why it's I guess that's why it's a ghost type, because it looks dead. But even then, it still doesn't look that cool. It's a boring Pokemon that just looks dead. It doesn't have any creative liberties like other ghost type Pokemon do that are going to be more further on this list. So I think this Pokemon is definitely incredibly disappointing and definitely misses the mark for what truly makes a good ghost type Pokemon. The Frillish, they're just a little bit better than their evolutions. I have the same problems with them. They're literally just, it makes no sense on why they are ghost type Pokemon. Okay, they're just starting to piss me off. The swords. Apparently, these are also ghost type Pokemon. Sometimes I question the people that design these Pokemon. These are literally just swords and shields. And it's not like creative or like in Sword and Shield, Zacian and Zamazenta, for example. Those are pretty creative designs with the shield and sword aspect of things. These are literally just swords and shields. They're so bad. Like, oh god, they are just abysmal. They're fucking awful. Awful Pokemon. Opa! the little version. I think the big version's also a ghost type. I did not include the big version on here. I only included the little version. So I'm just gonna do the little version. Little version is a little piece of shit. In the movie, he's literally so goddamn annoying, and that's gonna affect my viewpoint on Hoopa forever. But the bigger version, the genie version, I actually really like. I think it's definitely higher on the list, but since I don't have it on my ranking, and I didn't plan it out, I'll probably just put in the description on where I would put big Hoopa. Fuck this Pokemon. The Crocodile from Scarlet and Violet. I like this Pokemon, but it does not work as a ghost type, at least in my opinion, just because parts of your body looks like a skeleton, I guess. I guess that was because it's called Skelegator. I guess that was their purpose, to be a ghost type, because it does not look like a skeleton. They could have been so unique with it, but to me, it still just doesn't work as a ghost type, because it literally doesn't look like what the name promises. It just has a few white blobs of paint on its head and body. Wow, whoopity-doo. Sylvie. Again, another Pokemon I like, but I just don't think it works as a ghost type. The teacup. Delicious. From Sword and Shield. It makes sense as a ghost type because it's a ghost in a cup, but that's kind of boring, to be honest. A ghost in a fucking cup, and when it evolves, it just becomes a bit bigger cup. I don't really get it. Sword and Shield had some really weak Pokemon in terms of designs, and to me, this is just an example of one of them. It's the bird, the purple one from Sun and Moon. I don't remember anything from it because no one likes it. I'm just kidding. I know probably at least a few people like this little bird. I get it. It's kind of cool, I guess. I'm not one of those, though. Little Rockman and the Big Rockman. Little Rockman is below, but the Big Rockman is above. Okay, so first off, the Little Rockman, he's just kind of... I'm not usually the biggest fan of humanoid Pokemon, so when you decide to make a humanoid Pokemon as a ghost type, I'm gonna have mixed results. Because, Pokemon is supposed to be, unique and cool and have a creative aspect of things, but when you just make things based off humans, it's just boring. The Big Rockman, I think he's slightly better, because I think he looks cooler, I guess, but he's definitely not one of my favorites. The evolution of the cup. Why did I rank it higher than the Rockmans? I really don't know. I guess it works a little bit more than them, but I still don't like it. Decidueye, oh boy, this is a hot take, I know. I love Decidueye, and I should make this clear that some of the Pokemon that are ranked lower doesn't necessarily reflect the Pokemon itself. The Pokemon may be awesome, but to me it doesn't make sense as a ghost type. That's why I ranked Sylvie and the Gator super low. But I love all three of these Pokemon. I love all these three Pokemon with a passion. But they don't really work as ghost types for me. Decidueye has some aspects, I guess, that makes it seem like a ghost type. But it just doesn't make any sense. Especially considering you just look at the other two evolutions. It makes no sense why this is suddenly a ghost type. The ship thing. Starting to regret putting this higher than Decidueye, but here we are. Let's keep going. I guess it works more for the ghost type aspect of things, but it's still just based off a human inanimate object, and it's not like another Pokemon I'm gonna get higher on this list. I'm gonna talk about later. It doesn't have any emotion or creativity with it. This is just boring. It's literally just so boring. Mega Sableye and regular Sableye. I'd probably make Mega Sableye a little lower than regular Sableye. Both of these Pokemon are kind of boring to me. I was never really the biggest fan of Sableye. Like, Sableye is just okay. Both these Pokemon are ghost types, and I do think it kind of makes sense. I mean, it kind of looks like a ghost. So I guess it does make sense as a ghost type, but I just don't really like these Pokemon overall. So these fishes, I don't remember anything about them. So, I guess Arceus, one of the versions of Arceus. Arceus is cool. Doesn't really work as, he kind of doesn't work as a ghost type for me. So I'm in the middle with it. So it goes right there. Shuantu Typhlosion. I really like this Pokemon, but like I said, it's not the best as a ghost type Pokemon in my opinion. I think it's a really well designed Pokemon. It's actually kind of creative for a different formed version of a classic Pokemon. And I think this is definitely one of the higher tier regional forms of an older Pokemon, and I think that's really cool. Next is going to be Drifloon. I guess he's cool. I mean, I know he's a classic ghost type Pokemon. I know a lot of people love him. I've not seen like a lot of love for this Pokemon actually. I don't know what I was talking about. This Pokemon is just okay. It makes sense why he's a ghost type, but like he's fine. He's just okay. It's just kind of forgettable in my opinion. the pumpkin one, not the tiny one, the bigger version of one. I think it's called Punkaboo, right? It works as a ghost type Pokemon, and it works for a Halloween Pokemon, but as a Pokemon itself, the design is not really that good in my opinion. And it's kind of disappointing, especially because I think a Jack-o'-lantern as a Pokemon actually could work. I just don't think they did it that well for Pokemon. Again, maybe in the future, I may really love this Pokemon, and I hope that day is coming soon. Next is gonna be both the Yamask. Yeah, they're fine. They're alright. I guess. They make sense. Like I said, they make sense for ghost-type Pokemon. It's just you could do better for ghost types, is what I'm trying to say. Lunala. Amazing Pokemon, but unfortunately, I'm probably barely even showing up in the video. Probably only seeing my fucking eyes. Lunala is cool, but for the most part, I do think it works as a ghost type Pokemon. It's just, compared to other ghost type Pokemon, it seems a little less cool. At least in terms of being a ghost type. So that's why it's this low. Dawnwing's Necrozma, I think that's what it's called. It works better than Lunala at being a ghost type, because it seems more spooky, I guess. But still, compared to the others, not as cool. Coming in next place is going to be Punkaboo. Is it Punkaboo? I really don't know. I think I got the name, like, the bigger pumpkin, I think I got that one's name wrong. I don't know. These both are nearly the same to me. But Punkaboo works more because I actually think it's kind of a cute Pokemon. I think its aesthetic of a Jack-o'-lantern works more than the bigger version. You're probably wondering why the fuck I did that. Well, because that's the next Pokemon on this list. I think it's the Galarian form, right? I could be wrong. The Galarian form of Spooky Hands and a Casket works as a ghost type well enough. I do think it definitely is a spooky Pokemon to get in the spooky spirit, I guess. It's cool. I think it's spooky, but I don't think it's better than the original. I think it's called Lampent. The middle evolution of Litwick and Chandelure, which those two I really love. I'll get to those later. Since this is being the middle child of like an evolutionary line, typically you're gonna be like the weakest looking Pokemon in the entire evolutionary line. It's kind of just predictable where like no one remembers the middle evolution, but everyone remembers the first evolution and the third evolution. I love this Pokemon, but it is pretty forgettable comparing it to Chandelure and Litwick. Spooky Hands 2. Yeah, Spooky Hands fucking 2. It's cool. He's cool. He's better than the land form, I think. Awesome. These things. I think they're cool. Yeah. I think they actually work really well for ghost type Pokemon. I actually kind of like these Pokemon, even though, yeah, their designs are not that great. But I kind of like that. I like that aesthetic. Again, it rarely works for me for Pokemon. To me, I like creativity, but this is, I do enjoy the simplistic of both of these Pokemon, because to me, they still work really well for ghost type Pokemon. So definitely, good job on you, Pokemon, for actually making cool new ghost types. A new dog, the pre-evolution, the Bark, that boy. Yeah, I actually really think is cool. This is actually an awesome design. It's crazy because I think Gen 9 has one of my favorites. Well, not one of my favorites, but like some really good ghost types, but also some really bad ghost types. And to me, this is definitely not one of them. Not only this Pokemon's cute and adorable, but it's also just, it just really just looks spooky. It's a truly amazing spooky Pokemon for Halloween. And I'm really excited when they put this guy in Pokemon Go, especially when they release it shiny in Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be honest, I really want this Pokemon, because to me, it's actually pretty damn awesome. Annihilate. Now this is what I'm talking about when Pokemon can be creative to make a truly amazing Pokemon. Making another evolution to Primeape, or what is it? No, I think it's just an evolution to Making, right? Yeah. This Pokemon is so fucking cool to me. I really love the choice they decided to make, like, Annihilate a ghost type. And to me, it actually fits that description as a ghost type. Just looking at it alone makes you piss your fucking pants. What? You said you didn't piss your pants when you looked at Annihilate? Alright, tough guy. We get it. You're overconfident. No one loves you. Your family fucking hates you. Shut your damn mouth. Everyone pees their pants when they see Annihilate. It's going to be the evolution to the small, cute, adorable dog, the skeleton one. This is what I'm talking about when making a skeleton Pokemon actually work, because it's still cool, because it still doesn't get rid of what the original evolution had. In fact, it increases what made the first evolution so fire. First evolution had the candle on the head. The second evolution kept the thing on its head, but instead of a candle, it's a tombstone, which really creative. I actually really enjoyed that. The skull, the skeleton head. I just really love this Pokemon. Good on you, Pokemon. Pretty good Pokemon. Alolan Marowak. You know, it's crazy Alolan Marowak is this far on the list, because I know I've seen some people hate this Pokemon, which to me, it's kind of crazy, because like, this Pokemon's actually kind of awesome to me, even though it's kind of a pain to keep pulling this Hollow and Crimson Invasion, the Pokemon set, the Pokemon card set, but that doesn't affect my ranking on it, because I still love this Pokemon a whole lot, and I just think it was an amazing choice to make this Pokemon a ghost type. It's crazy, because, like, it's funny, because you can make, like, rock fighting, like, Pokemons with those typings, ghost types, and make them even, honestly, better what the original form offered. That's pretty, I think that ghost types just make anything better, really. For the most part, at least. I don't know why. I guess ghost types are cooler overall. Coming next is the middle evolution of the lizard line. Again, like I said, middle evolutionary lines, usually not my favorites. I think it might be. Again, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that this is, I really don't have anything to say. I like this Pokemon, but, I'm pretty sure this is the pseudo-legendary line. Pretty good middle evolution, I'd say. Escanor, again, another middle evolutionary line. This Pokemon compared to Duskull and Dusclops, it's kind of boring to me. Especially because in the original generation, this was, like, it was only these two, Duskull and Dusknoir. Whoever thought that idea was awesome is fucking stupid, because Duskull is amazing. Dusclops is cool, but not great. Not at least great compared to Duskull and Dusclops. I feel like they should have just made Dusclops in the same generation, but what the fuck ever, I guess. Next is going to be the fully evolved lizard, the pseudo-legendary from Sword and Shield. I really enjoy this Pokemon, and I actually think for a lizard Pokemon, this actually works as a ghost type. It actually feels like, oh, if I saw this thing, I would think it's a ghost, which is kind of crazy. It's usually kind of hard to do with reptile Pokemon being ghosts, as seen previously with the alligator one, where to me that didn't work as a ghost type. This actually does work as a ghost type. The horses without the little tiny fella and with the little tiny fella, I guess. Again, this horse just seems fucking heavy metal, and I really appreciate that. This Pokemon, like, you shit your pants if you see it. What, tough guy? Did you say you wouldn't? Shut the fuck up. You ain't that guy, pal. You ain't that guy. Take a joke. But anyways, this Pokemon is definitely an amazing Pokemon in my opinion. And I used to hate this Pokemon a lot, but my opinion has kind of changed. I think it actually works as a ghost type because, well, I just think mainly the purple trails from the horse just really give that aesthetic really welly. It makes the aesthetic of the horse truly fit ghost, being a ghost type. And just the purple color and black color overall, it's perfect. It's just truly, it's truly perfect as a ghost type. But obviously there's still better. The Ultra Beast, this thing, I'm running out of breath, y'all. This video is like 50 minutes, probably gonna be like 50 minutes long, and I'm gonna have to edit this. Yeah, this is gonna be painful. But this thing is cool, I guess. I mean, I love Ultra Beasts. I know a lot of people don't really like them. I enjoy them, okay? I think Ultra Beasts are just so awesome. And I think this is one of my favorites in the Ultra Beast lineup. Now doesn't necessarily work as a ghost type. Kind of, yeah. I mean, you can argue it's a ghost type because it's an alien, and aliens that are ghosts probably work differently than regular ghosts in the Pokemon world. Listen, I know I'm being biased with this Pokemon because it's an Ultra Beast, but like, go fuck yourself. I love this Pokemon. You can go die. Next is going to be the first evolutionary line of the pseudo-legendary lizards. It's crazy because normally I'd say the final evolutionary line is my favorite, but I think so far this one I prefer the most, as not only as a ghost type, but as a Pokemon in general. Oh god, I'm dying over here, y'all. I'm fucking dying. This Pokemon is cool because it just the little tail and the two little arms actually work really well for this Pokemon and truly give it a ghost-like atmosphere. Because it's just flying through the air with only two arms. Like, that is the most ghost thing ever. Like, if you say that isn't, I can't imagine. I personally respectfully disagree. And I hope you have a nice day. Go kill yourself. Maybe, I think that the idea of a dead coral, is just awesome. And I think it really works better in Pokemon, just because the white and that sounds so racist. That actually sounds so racist. I mean, the lack of color in this Pokemon truly give it a dead ghost type feeling, which I really respect. But I still prefer the first evolution over this one, even though I do think this one's cool. Next is gonna be the evolution, the balloon, the balloon, the fat balloon. It's cool, I guess. Yeah, yeah. This thing ran on me in Pokemon Go, so that pisses me off. I'm still... I'm dying. I'm actually dying. I need my about to do. Like I was saying, this thing ran on me in Pokemon Go. Got really pissed off. Because I really wanted to catch it. It would have been higher if it wasn't for that. So fuck you, balloon thing. Next is going to be, drumroll please, a sandcastle. Why is it this hot? Well, because I remember watching the Sun and Moon series when I was younger. This Pokemon always scared the crap out of me. I don't know why, but just for that alone gives me so much love for this Pokemon and so much appreciation for this Pokemon as a ghost type. Because this, I'm pretty sure in the show, right, like, it trapped people. At least that's the last thing I remember. I think I could be wrong. Again, I could be remembering things wrong. I could, be messed up in the brain. I don't know. But, yeah, I have a lot of good memories of this Pokemon because it actually spooked me. Just crazy, because I'm not really scared of Pokemon. Because, well, Pokemon, you fucking know, they're just fucking Pokemon. Next is going to be Fluttermane. That's such a creative name, Pokemon. Just call it Mischievous with long fucking eyebrows. That shit would be way more creative than fucking whatever you came up with, Pokemon. Boo, boo, boom. Whatever the fuck that thing is called. I already forgot. But I like it. I like it. I like it as a ghost type. What else do you want from me? Are you still here? And regular Mischievous is a bit higher than the screen form because I remember catching a shiny version of this Pokemon on my old Pokemon Go account. I have a lot of distinct memories of that. So this Pokemon's definitely ranked higher just from that experience alone. Love you. Love you, Mischievous. You're an easy A-tier Pokemon. Would say S, but your design's still kinda not the best. Coming next is gonna be the other Sandcastle, the Re-Evolution. I think this Pokemon's really cute and actually works as a ghost type because spoiler alert, a Sandcastle, like, randomly moving is not fucking normal. So it makes sense it's a ghost type. Because, well, like I just said. So, easy A-tier, baby. High A-tier. Still love this Pokemon because it's really cute and it actually works well as a ghost type. So, A+. The Spiritomb. On Pokemon Go, it's coming back to get it as a shiny. I really hope I get it as shiny, and if I don't, well, people at Pokemon Go, you're gonna see me knocking on your doors. That's all I'm gonna say. This Pokemon is kind of cool, I guess. I've seen a lot of people just really enjoy it. Like, make fucking fan accounts on it. I don't get it. Like, it's cool, but like, there's 24 ghost-type Pokemon that I consider better than it. Yep, I counted. We still got 24 more to go. Woohoo! Shit's probably an hour now. The armor thingy from Sword and Shield, not Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. I actually think this actually works for a ghost type. Because, again, like I said, purple works a lot for the aesthetic of being a ghost type. So, that's a plus within its own. But also because the flames and candles that are coming out of it, like, I think it's on its head, right? It's on its head. Like, really cool aesthetic. Really just love the purple. Amazing ghost type. Next is gonna be the Mr. Jimmy the Best. I do like the idea of a kind of a ghost witch, and I think this matches that description perfectly. Good Pokemon. Next, Shuin Corsola. Again, like I said, Dead Coral works really well for a ghost type, and I think this is Is it cuter? It kind of is. I just enjoyed the more simplicity of this one rather than the fucking jumbled mess the evolution was. Still love the second evolution, just prefer this one a bit better. A bit more, I should say, not a bit better. Next is gonna be Litwick. It's a really adorable Pokemon, it's really cute, and I really like a candle as a Pokemon. Normally I'd say like objects like candles and shit like that would be a terrible idea for Pokemon, but I actually think Pokemon nailed this. So, next is gonna be Shuppet. Ooh, Shuppet! Pokemon's cool. What else more should I say? It's a cool floating guy. It's really cute, and it's to me, I would even consider iconic, because like, it's one of those ghost type Pokemon that I feel like most people would automatically get if, like, would automatically name if you showed them it. Duskull. Really wish I got the shiny in Pokemon Go, but, you know, I never did. Let's hope this year that changes. This Pokemon's awesome. Again, one of those iconic Pokemons I feel like people would probably name if you showed them it. Zora. I know, these are this high. I know a lot of people would probably not put Zora or Zoroark this high, but I actually really think Zora is really cute, and the white and red just make it a perfect ghost type to me. I think those colors really balance off each other and really give the presence of it being a ghost type, at least to a degree. And just above it, Zoroark. Again, I prefer Zoroark over Zora, and my same reason I gave Zora. Zora. Alright, next, Dusknoir. Now this Pokemon is fucking awesome. Easily one of the best ghost types of all time. Like, objectively, this is one of the most iconic ghost type Pokemon. It's crazy that this one was in a different generation than the first two. They should have just been released in the same generation. I don't know. I'm so glad that the Duskull line got a third evolution, because Dusclops would be kind of a disappointing end to the evolutionary line if it was just a two Pokemon in that entire evolutionary line. So I'm happy that this Pokemon came in and saved the day, because it's really badass to me. Like, those big fucking hands will crush your head within 2 seconds, probably. That's something that we get people a little mad. Chandelure. Listen, I don't even know why I love this Pokemon so much, but the more and more, the more time passes, the more I just really enjoy this Pokemon and become an enthusiast of Chandelure. This Pokemon easily an S tier. Don't care what anyone says. Hate on me if you want. This Pokemon's fucking awesome, and it fucking rules. Mimikyu. Again, the idea of a Pokemon using kind of like a Pikachu, like a dead Pikachu skin to hide its face, is really disturbing. And again, another ghost type Pokemon that actually kind of spooked me when I was a good little lad, when I watched the Sun and Moon series. Again, props, because when I was younger, I was the type of person that I could probably watch the Saw films like 10 times in a row, and I'd still be like, that's it? So, anyways, Bonnet. It's cool, it's great, it's a really good, hold on, let me just flex some of my cards here real quick. So here's some Bonnets. I just have a good overall experience with Bonnet. I think Bonnet's an awesome Pokemon. It works really well as a ghost type, because, well, spoiler alert, gray, purple are easily the best colors for ghost type Pokemon, but again, for example, Zoroark is not that, but I still think white and red work also equally as well for ghost type Pokemon. So, but that's cool. That's just a Marshadow. It's a cute Pokemon, and since, well, it's a fucking shadow, works well as ghost type. One of my favorite Pokemon in the Sun and Moon era. Hunter! Really, Hunter and Ghastly can be switched around, because both are pretty much equal to me. So I'm just gonna put Ghastly and Hunter here. What is there more to say? They're fucking awesome. They're Gen 1s. I know a lot of Gen 1ers are probably like beating me to this. Gen 1 isn't the only good generation, okay? But Ghastly and Hunter, really iconic, and obviously just work extremely well for Ghost-type Pokemon. Especially that one episode with Ghastly, Hunter, and Gengar. One of my favorite episodes of Pokemon in general. Like, easily one of the best ones. Coming in next is going to be Mega Banette. Yeah, Mega Banette. I put this higher than regular Banette because, well, just the unzipping of its... Hold on. I describe it a little bit better when I actually have the figure. So, just the unzipping of its, like, arms to reveal these claws. And, just the stitched up look of it just really is cool to me. And is, like, the original design of Banette, when it had those things, I actually really liked it. I really like that aesthetic. And I think this does it even better because, well, just fucking look at it. Gigantamax Gengar. It's cool. It's a giant version of Gengar. Yeah. Phantom. Oh, sweet Jesus. Really cute and really adorable Pokemon. And also, it's, like, again, like I said, the aesthetic of having something to fall back on as a ghost type Pokemon, it's kind of hard to explain. It usually just helps the Pokemon actually look like a ghost. And I really like the idea of a ghost tree. Because, you know, dead trees are a real thing. Fucking obviously. Next is gonna be Trevenant. I think, again, I already forget its name. The pre-evolution was adorable. This one's just fucking badass and awesome. And both of these shinies, just S tier. S tier. We can all agree on that, right? Plus, it's releasing it. The shinies of both of these Pokemon are releasing in Pokemon Go. Can't wait for that. Because I'm really gonna be hunting for them, especially Phantom, because Phantom's really adorable and Trevenant is really badass and really awesome. I really love the aesthetic of a dead tree, and the fact that this dead tree has like huge fucking hands, and those hands could probably rip you in half. Coming in third, oh fucking god, Giratina. Giratina is awesome. The devil, basically the equivalent of the Pokemon versions of the devil. Oh god. The Pokemon's equivalent to the devil, basically. Awesome Pokemon, a polar opposite of Arceus. I don't know what else to say. Giratina is an awesome legendary, easily one of the best, if not the best. I know, kind of a hot take, but this is an amazing ghost type because, well, I feel like it's more of a demon, but that works even more because demons are ghosts, I think. So Giratina easily deserves its third place placement. Coming in second place is going to be Gengar himself. You already know what's going to be my number one. But Gengar, what more hasn't been said about it? He's cool, he's cool, and he's cool. I don't know what else to say, because like everything I have to say for Gengar probably has already been said. So, badass Pokemon, awesome Pokemon, iconic Pokemon, easily the most famous ghost-type Pokemon. But, coming into number one for me is going to be Mega Gengar. Now, oh my god, Mega Gengar. Why is this my number one instead of... I'm sorry, Mega Gengar works the best for me because not only it actually has a good shiny, unlike, you know, Gengar and Hunter, and I actually kind of like Ghastly shiny. This Pokemon is just the Mega form just kind of makes it even look more like spooky, if you will, because it's like its arms are just its arms and legs are just fucking stuck on the floor, so like you're just gonna see. Just imagine seeing this thing just crawling at you. She would probably be terrified. So that wraps up my ghost type ranking.